What's happening, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. How fucking stupid do I look? Do I look stupid to you? That's a rhetorical question, but look, honestly, Jake Paul's taking us for dummies, bro. If I still look out of whack because I've been sick for like the past week, obviously, and that's why I haven't been able to upload. I don't know if you can still hear it from my voice. The boy is shaking up. It was like literally some AI-laced disease. Yeah, you guys are lucky that my immune system was able to fight that off. Like this, it was like a new strand of COVID that hasn't even come out yet, but like, yeah, I was able to fight it off. So you guys are safe. We're back, and we have Jake Paul, obviously, that fought recently, and I'm just gonna come out and say it straight away off the bat. Like, I'm not gonna waste any time. We don't waste time on this channel, and I want to say straight off the bat, Jake Paul rigs his fight. It's hilarious to me how nobody's saying it and no one's calling it out. It makes no sense because you can just see it. All you have to do is just watch a couple of his opponent's previous fights before they fought Jake Paul, and then watch the fight when they fought Jake Paul. They're literally a shell of their old self. They seem to throw a drastic amount less than they normally do in their fights. They basically get scared to throw punches. And these guys are like aggressive, like fighters that come forward, and then they somehow become crazy timid. And if you watch the fight, it's not because Jake Paul's piling on this immense pressure. He's not doing anything. He's also circling. He's on the back foot. They do this weird thing where they're the ones controlling the center of the ring, and Jake Paul's usually like fighting on the back foot, and they're not throwing. How can you be the one marching someone down, cutting off the ring, but you're not throwing any punches? It makes no sense. And then they do that up until they get hit with something. I know some of you less developed than the Odula who would want to get paid to get knocked out. First of all, this last guy didn't get knocked out, so just putting that out there. But with the last guy, I think is August something, the black guy that just literally got knocked out. Who wouldn't take like a 2 million bonus check to get knocked out? That makes no sense. Like, that argument's already stupid enough, but secondly, it doesn't need to be like rehearsed as well. And yeah, some people also think it's like rehearsed, like, oh, I throw a punch, you throw a punch, like they have a whole choreography and like everything's all scripted. No, that's not how a rigged fight goes. And some people think that fights can't be rigged, like, and it's like some like unfathomable, like impossible thing to happen. But fights do get rigged all the time. It's basically just you go in there and just do less than you normally do, and then I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out at some point. That's literally it. So you go there, if you normally like swing hard and go hard as fuck, you just fucking chill out. They just basically, they even whisper to you. They just tell you, yo, you're doing too much, and you're like, okay, cool. And then you start going light again. It's like sparring. It's literally like sparring, except it's like sparring, but one person is predetermined to win the fight, and that's it. They could win the fight on the scorecard. They could win the fight anywhere, any which way. But then if they're gonna pay you extra for a knockout, you're gonna have to sell it. You're just gonna have to like leave your chin hanging, put your hand down. It's so easy to sell a fight. I don't know why I have to make this argument that selling a fight is possible. To my actual point, every single time I see Jake Paul's fights, his opponents are always less than themselves. They don't. And very well, he could still beat them if they were at their A game. Cool, fair enough. But we haven't seen his levels. And what he's done, basically, like shutting these guys down this early, is such a fabrication of his actual talent. Because you know how good you have to be able to just be walking through these amateurs or like this low level fighters. At the rate he is, he's basically just finishing them first round. It's ridiculous. Like, relax, I'm not even tooting his horn either. Like, he's not even that good. Like he's really showing us levels. He's not really doing anything. When you see him against someone that isn't willing to be bought out, someone like Tommy Fury, he really wanted to test himself and he really wanted to show where he's at with that fight. How did he look? Obviously not the greatest fighter, right? We come here, I'm just gonna mute the shit out of this actually. So we come here against this guy that basically charges forward all the time, and this guy's previous opponents weren't amazing, but at least like their main flaw is that they weren't as good to find their to find shots in between a barrage or like in between defense. So like you can be shelling up and then just like throw something and then just like move and throw as you're guarding up and as you're playing defense. His previous opponents basically let him treat them like a punching bag. But he comes forward a lot and he piles on the pressure. He's a pressure fighter, and I like that. And I wanted to see how Jake Paul will look against that, and he didn't. He just didn't. He didn't try to bring that out of like he didn't fight his fight. He just fought like the whole fight. He never threw. Apparently he landed 3 punches. He landed 3 punches. Jake Paul landed like something like 27. This guy landed 3. And you're telling me this is not rigged? Like even just the stats alone. And then he got him out in the first round by TKO. Like, get this shit out of here, man. Like, this guy is absolutely rigging the fuck out of all of his fights. And nobody's saying anything about it. Everyone's just letting this slide. Everyone's just letting this happen. Like, call him out. Someone say something. Like, this guy's blatantly rigging fights. Even his last fight against the August, he didn't want to do interviews before the fight, and he was just quiet and just like looked different. Everyone was saying that he looked different. He doesn't normally look like this. He just looked like, because he had a lot on his mind. He had to think about how he's gonna sell this fight. He's thinking about, he's nervous and how he's gonna sell it. And then right after the knockout, he just disappeared. No one saw him for an interview, and he hasn't talked to anyone ever since. The guy is rigging the shit out of his fights and just getting away with it, and no one's calling him out. This is impossible. It's impossible. I'll put my left nut, and he's just gonna do it to stack his record. Everyone knows. Like, he's obviously got into a bad stint with this Tommy Fury with the Tommy Fury loss. And obviously with the Nate Diaz performance, see, like if he's gonna look like this against Nate Diaz, washed up as slap pillow hands Nate Diaz, how the fuck is he just walking through all these other guys who are capable boxers with positive records? That's all I have to. That's all I have for this video. I just wanted to rant about Jake Paul rigging his fights. Yeah, they're all rigged. If you didn't know, now you know. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Smash a big thumbs up if you did, obviously. Subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. I'll be dropping a whole bunch of videos. Business as usual. Just leave in the comments and let me know if you guys think Jake Paul does rig his fights. I should be seeing a lot of yeses. Smash a big thumbs up if you also think that Jake Paul rigs his fights. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys in my next video. Get out of here.